Good afternoon, everybody. This is Pat Garrity with the Trilliant Real Estate Group, and we were coming back at you here for another Central Alberta Monthly Market Minute, where we're going to break down some key statistics in the real estate sales market here in beautiful Central Alberta. March of 2021, what a month that it was. It was a record setter in many different ways, but we don't want to let that stat alone kind of fool you and make you think things like prices are unaffordable, or I think I might be too late to market. I'm not sure if my buyer's still there from our place. But we're going to go through all these things and talk a little bit how this might have impact on your home or your purchase here in Central Alberta. Let's take a look at Lacombe. Lacombe is a great community. It had a really nice month in the month of March. We had 34 sales, 24 of which were detached homes. Okay, that is up 126% over last year. Now let's talk about last year. Last year at this time, we were in the middle of, not in the middle, we were in the start of a pandemic, or so be it, whatever you want to call it. We remember we were locked down, everything was closed. Our real estate market kind of came to a screeching halt. But the first 2 weeks of March were fairly normal, and then the last 2 weeks weren't. But if you take a look at the number of new listings in Lacombe, 49 new listings last month. That's up 29%, okay? Our inventory levels are way down from when they were a year ago, okay? Total of 108 places in Lacombe, of only which 76 are detached. Okay, so 24 sales, 76 inventory, so 3.2 months. That's all we have is 3.2 months of inventory in detached homes. Overall, 3.2 months across the board in Lacombe. Our median price has gone up about 22% over last year, okay? Average price has gone up as well. Average price has gone up a little bit more. We'd like to use the median. So it's crazy, you know, last year and we took it, last year, if we look at Lacombe, we had number of sales of 15, this year it's at 34. Obviously last year's numbers are a little bit skewed, but at the same time, we wanna make sure that you understand that the market is fairly brisk. Let's take a look at Sylvan Lake. Okay, Sylvan Lake has had another great month out here. In 2021, we have 140 listings right now. Last year at this time, we had 182. So 182 was pretty consistent for 2020. So obviously, you know, being down 23% isn't something that probably will boggle your mind. Number of new listings, though, was up 42% over a year ago. 59 detached, total of 80 new listings in the month of March. And so our inventory levels are at 2.5%. Last year they were at 6.3 in the detached category. Overall, it's 3.0 months. Last year, 7.6. So there again, even though we're getting so many more new listings, up 43% in our new listings, we're still seeing the majority of those properties sell. And our median home sale is up 8.96% in Sylvan. And that will indicate to you, it's probably an accurate number, that we've had a slight price increase in real estate values since a year ago, which is a good thing. Okay, so the key here for both those communities, massive number of new inventories coming on, but they're still selling, so that's a good thing. Let's take a look at Red Deer, the granddaddy of real estate markets here in Central Alberta. It's kind of our leading indicator, or it always has been our leading indicator, and it continues to be. Right now, we have 566 properties available in Red Deer. And you're saying, oh, I hear there's nothing for sale. Well, there's 566. Okay, 332 of those are detached. Semi-detached are 127, and then 107 apartment units. We're totaling at 566. It's still down, but it's only down 8% over a year ago, okay? Number of new listings, here's the kicker. In the month of March, 224 new listings in the detached category, a total of 336, so up almost 64%, okay? So up 64% over this time last year, and sales, we had 184 sales in Red Deer in the month of March, 126 which were detached, up 82%. Okay, so there we go. Supply and demand. The demand's coming in, places are getting listed, but they're getting sold. Okay, our median price is only up 0.95% over a year ago. So we're not seeing massive price increases. If prices are listed properly, they're selling. If they're overlisted, they're getting highly scrutinized, okay? Months of inventory in the city of Red Deer, 3.1 months of inventory across the board, 2.6 months of inventory in the detached category. So that means if no new listings came on in 2.6 months, we'd be sold out, okay? So we all know that's not going to happen. So everyone's sitting on the fence thinking, maybe I missed it. Maybe spring's already happened. No, our numbers are still telling us that this is an active market. Get your home on. Time is now to sell if that's what your goal and that's what you're thinking. And yes, it will sell for more money than it did a year ago. Marginally, it still has to be priced right. There's still lots of competition. Remember, we're not talking about new home sales either. New home sales, our builders in our community are being super competitive with their inventory this past little while. Let's take a look at Black Falls. Black Falls has probably had the biggest gain and the most radical change in the quickest amount of time here in 2021. Okay, we have a total of 93 homes for sale. That's down about 11% from what it was a year ago. But check this out. Number of new listings in Black Falls in the month of March, 55 detached, 10 semi, and 0 apartments for a total of 65. That's up 150% than it was a year ago. Sales, total of 35 sales, up 169%. Okay, 33 detached home sales in Black Falls alone. Okay, that is on par with Sylvan Lake, and those were not the numbers in February and definitely weren't the numbers in January. So Black Falls is making a recovery and is starting to move. So in particular, if you're in Black Falls and you're listening to this and you're thinking about selling, this would be a really good time, especially if you have a detached home, because we're down to 2.2 months of inventory, okay? 2.7 months total across the board, and that is down 67%. Okay. What's the rule here? And what are we trying to tell you? We're saying the market is saying nice and strong. It's not going crazy from a price increase standpoint, but we are seeing multiple offers. And in some multiple offers, we're still seeing things go below or at market value. They're not skyrocketing over. It is happening in some categories. Yes, I don't want to overstate it, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows that the market is active. It's a safe market to buy in. And if you're thinking about selling, it's the best sellers market we've had since 2007. Now is the time to list your home. Please call us, email us, reach out in our socials. We'd be happy to help you out. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining another Trilliant's Central Alberta Monthly Market Minute. Have a great month, everybody.